Hi, I'm Matt Martell. This morning I sat down with Penn State baseball coach Rob Cooper to hear his thoughts about the upcoming season. All right, so first I just wanted to talk to you about the pitching staff.
Sure.
I mean, you have 3 or 4 starters returning from last year, Lehman, Hageman, Salviassi. What do you think about the 4th spot, the middle of the week? Who are the guys really competing for that?
Well, I think everybody's still kind of up in the air competing for, whether it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, midweek. And especially the first couple of weeks going into this thing, we don't play midweek games. So, whether it's those 3 guys you mentioned, Sal, Taylor, Justin Hageman, you've got guys like Nick DeStasio, you've got guys like 2 true freshmen in Cole Bartles and Miles Gaiman and some guys like that I think can make an impact, whether it's a starter or coming out of the bullpen. So there's still some jobs that are wide open, and we're still not 100% locked into who's going to be the guy Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. But I like that right now because I think it shows that we're having some depth emerge and some competition at those spots.
Yeah. Now you talked about a little bit about those guys going to the pen. Jack Anderson's gone. The guy that you always used at the back, 7, 8, 9, isn't with the Mariners now. What do you try to fill that position by one guy, or is it more of a closer by committee? What's the end goal, I guess, with that?
Well, I think again, some of that's going to play out.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some guys in our mind that might be able to do it. Again, you got a guy like Dakota Forsythe who's pitched big innings since he's been here. Taylor Lehman was really good at the end of the year out of the bullpen. Plus, this summer in the Cape, he was really good in the bullpen. I'm not saying that he's going to be the back end of the game guy. Mm-hmm. But that's the thing. We're still trying to figure out what our best matchups are, what they can be. And then also, we got to look at, if you remember, Jack was the kind of guy that we could bring in almost at any point of the game. And, sometimes we're going to have to look at it and go, is this the time to use a quote-unquote closer because it's the most, so it could be in the 4th, 5th inning, just so that we can get to the next inning and have a chance to still win the game. We'll see. Look, losing a guy like Jack Anderson is definitely a tough thing, guy that pitched well for us and you can count on, but it's also an opportunity for somebody to jump up and take a spot.
Yeah, now replacing guys is also a thing on the offensive side. Tyler Kendall, Greg Years, Jim Haley, your 3 leading hitters last year, all, done here, but Rioto's still here. What are your thoughts on the offensive approach this year?
Well, and also I think you got to throw James Coates into that. That's too, because he was a big on-base guy for us, but this is a year where we definitely have a lot of guys coming back that played a lot. Whether it's Nick Rioto or Connor Clayman or Jordan Bowersox or Willie Berger, Conlon Hughes, Ryan Sloniger, Alex Malinsky. These are all guys that have played a lot in their careers here, and so we're excited about kind of seeing them take the next step. And when you look at the youth that we had on the team last year as freshmen and the amount of quality innings and hot, experienced competitive innings that they got to play, you always see a lot of growth between guys, or you usually do, between their freshman and sophomore years. So I'm excited about kind of seeing that, and then also seeing some of the new guys. We still feel like a guy that was a freshman last year but didn't get a lot of time on the field, a guy like Austin Riggins or a guy like Keith Levitt. Those are 2 guys that we think can really help us. And then, Mason Nadeau, a true freshman that we think has got a chance to play, Joey Weisenseal, Logan Goodnight. These are all guys that can make an impact. And it's nice to have some true competition for different spots, just like we did last year, because I think it elevates everybody's game. I look at, last year, for example, when you have a guy like Conlon Hughes that can compete as a freshman with a guy like Jim Haley. Jim Haley had his best year ever here at Penn State, and I think competition had a lot to do with that. Yeah,
now my last question for you is opening up against TCU. Mark actually coming up here said this could be one of those games that trap game right of the year. How do you view playing the number 1 ranked team to open up the season? What kind of opportunities does that give you guys?
Well, there's nothing trap about it. They're good.
I meant for them. You guys.
Nah, you know what? They're well coached. There's a reason why they're ranked number 1. They're ranked number 1 because they're an established program. They've got a lot of guys back, if not their entire team back, from a team, from a College World Series team. We saw how good they were last year here. Again, like I said, extremely well coached. But you know what? If like that's exactly the type of team, the type of series that we want to play, because that's the kind of program we are aspiring to be. And so think about the opportunity we have to go into a place right off the bat and play a program like that, play the number one ranked team in the country, and at the very worst, we're going to go in there trying to win. But at the very worst, we're going to find out where we are right away and where we need to go that during that year. So it's nothing but positives and nothing but excitement for us, and our guys are excited about it.
And one final follow-up is just, what does that say about Penn State and where it is now that TCU is taking the time to play Penn State? I mean, what is that?
Well, I think really what it showed last year was the fact that they were willing to come here, and that shows you the growth of college baseball. It shows you how good the Big Ten Conference is viewed now around the country. When you're having a program like TCU willing to come here to play 3 games, and then us to come back down there and do a home and home series rather than just them having us come down there. We've got University of Arizona, that was the national championship game. They're going to come here in 2 years, and we're going to return a trip to there. So it shows you that we're building Penn State baseball. The players are pushing it in the right direction, but it also just shows you how good the Big Ten Conference is, and because of that, it makes college baseball better. So I think it's a great thing for our conference and for our program that these programs are willing to come up here and play us, and again, it's good for us because again, those are regional type programs in regional type venues that we want to play in.
All right, thanks for your time, Coach. See you on the field.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Yep.